nga po.
Wala akong self-confidence na magnegosyo kasi ang dami na kasing nagaganyan. Kaya sabi niya, sige subukan mo lang, wala namang masama doon.
We want to empower economically the women who form part of our value chain. We believe that our business is only as strong and as healthy as the communities that we serve.
Napakahirap talaga ang pinagkunan namin ng tubig. Noon, nawala pa, 1 oras halos kami makakuha ng tubig doon.
We want to also be part of the solution to addressing these great social problems that we have. It's so deeply linked, no? Good business and building the community.
More than our hospitality and pleasing nature, Filipinos have always been known worldwide to be resourceful, innovative, and practical in whatever venture we as a race involve ourselves in. Even before the arrival of the Spaniards, other races have known these genuine Filipino traits through bartering and trading with our ancestors. Fast forward to today, trade and business is still an integral part of the Filipino culture. Predominantly, trade outlets like sari-sari stores. 33-year-old Revilyn Madueno is just one of the millions of Filipino micro-entrepreneurs earning a living for her family through her sari-sari store.
Kasi ang sari-sari store naman kasi, kahit sa bahay ka lang, kumikita ka. Ito kasi yung negosyo na bagay talaga sa mga kababaihan na tulad ko na isang nanay na kahit nasa bahay ka lang, kumikita ka pa, naaalagaan mo pa yung pamilya mo, lalo na yung mga anak. Before, bago ako nag-put up ng sari-sari store, si Mr. po ay may trabaho, isang building manager. So, nung time na yun, ang gusto niya magpahinga, kumbaga nag-resign siya. So, yung nakuha niyang pera doon sa back pay niya, yun ang pinut up namin. Nag-decision na lang kami na mag-put up na lang kami ng isang negosyo. Isang plain housewife lang ako. Tapos, nag-alaga sa 2 anak ko, puro lalaki. So, yun na ang pinagkakaabalahan ko.
With 20,000 pesos as capital, Revilyn and her husband took a leap of faith and decided to set up their first sari-sari store.
Mamaya pag
But just like every first-time endeavor, Revilyn's venture has been filled with speed bumps and challenges, both internal and external.
Wala akong self-confidence na magnegosyo kasi ang dami na kasing nagaganyan eh. Yun ang palagi ko nasa isip. Bakit pa tayo gagaya sa ganyan na marami naman dyan na bukas-sarado. Hindi naman kalakihan ang kita dyan. Yun ang nasa utak ko noon. Hindi pa ako sumabak sa mga training na ganyan. Hindi nababudget yung... Kaya minsan, nakakapangutang kami.
However, things took a turn for the better for Revilyn when she had the opportunity to become a part of the 5x20 sari-sari store training and access to resources, or the STAR program. A program that aims to empower women by providing access to skills training, resources, and peer mentoring to 200,000 women micro-entrepreneurs in the country.
Itong mister ko, pumapasok na, naging employee na rin siya ng City Hall. Sa City Hall na namimigay sila ng flyers ng STAR program. Doon nakuha ng asawa ko. Sabi niya, subukan to mag-enroll dito. Nung una, ayaw ko pa nga. Sabi ko, pare-pareho lang naman kasi yung nagninegosyo ng ganun. Kaya sabi niya, sige, subukan mo lang. Wala namang masama doon.
Her gamble eventually paid off in the long run as the opportunity to be part of the 5x20 STAR program not only made an enormous impact to her business and family, but also to her as a woman micro-entrepreneur.
Isa sa mga tinuturo nila, ma-empower yung mga kababaihan. Ma-empower yung self-confidence nila kasi kailangan mo yan sa pagninegosyo mo eh. At saka tinuro rin din nila yung budgeting, pagbibigay ng markup sa paninda mo, at saka yung marketing plan.
Could you give us a brief background on the 5x20 STAR program and when did this actually start?
Well, the 5x20 program, globally, it's our commitment to empower 5 million women across our value chain by 2020. So if you drill that down to the Philippines, we have our version of the 5x20 program called STAR. The nice name, it's Sari-Sari Store Training and Access to Resources. The basic idea really is we want to empower economically the women who form part of our value chain.
The 5x20 STAR program offers a 12-week basic entrepreneurship and gender sensitivity training, providing financial literacy to all 5x20 STAR scholars, which in turn gives access to Sari-Sari store owners to microfinance institutions. This in turn provides capital expansion needed for the entrepreneurs to expand their business. And once a Sari-Sari store becomes a retail partner, they become qualified to receive merchandising support that aims to improve their store's overall appearance. More than the training itself, the program also offers access to peer mentoring to the scholars, offering them access to advice and membership to different organizations that further build their confidence and skills as an entrepreneur. And since 2011, the 5x20 STAR program has already touched the lives of more than 52,000 women and has already been implemented in 47 locations nationwide.
We take a step back and kind of take a bird's eye view of the business, Coca-Cola's business in the Philippines, you will realize how important Sari-Sari stores are. There are over 1 million Sari-Sari stores, Manu, and about 85 to 90% of them are run by women. So it really makes sense for us, and it makes a very clear business sense for us to go and take time and take resources to help empower them.
Napakahalaga kasi ito yung parang stepping stone sa mga maliliit na negosyante na ma-force nila yung ambition nila na magkaroon din ng malaking isang business. Kumbaga dito sa mga dito nag-uumpisa yung paano nila, kahit maliit lang negosyo mo, paano mo ma-manage. Kasi dati, wala lang, basta lang ako magpipresyo na wala naman. Kumbaga, hindi ko pala alam na mayroon palang markup sa paninda. Kasi dati, lalagyan ko lang sa 5 piso, bibigyan ko lang ng piso. Parang something ganun. Kaya pala, napapansin ko, maraming mga maliliit na nagsasara. Kumbaga, isang buwan lang nagraran, tapos wala na. Kasi yun pala ang pagkakaiba noon. Hindi nila alam paano bigyan ng presyo yung isang paninda.
We believe that our business is only as strong and as healthy as the communities that we serve. So in other words, we have to take steps to make communities sustainable so that our business becomes sustainable. Now, if you want to intervene in a community, studies have shown the best instruments, if I can use that word very loosely, are women. Because whenever you invest 1 peso in women, it actually goes straight to education for their kids, food for their family. So it makes perfect sense for us on that level. And then if you take it to the next level, which is as part of our business, they are really pillars. Imagine 1 million Sari-Sari stores throughout the Philippines. That is part of our value chain.
I think women have really become more empowered and really have shown that they are major contributors of society. I think we have probably one of the more vibrant microfinance sector in the world. They're the ones that really make sure that money flows into the household and is able to feed our children and bring our kids to school.
According to the 2014 Global Gender Gap Report of the World Economic Forum, the Philippines is one of the countries in the world that acknowledges the ability of women to rise to positions of enterprise leadership. Filipinos are also able to participate in economic and political opportunities. The Philippines also boasts of the highest percentage of female participation in business ownership. And out of 142 countries, the Philippines stands at the 9th rank in terms of gender equality, a social issue that by the 5x20 STAR program aims to improve further.
Why has Coca-Cola decided to focus on women and women empowerment?
A lot of these women haven't had much formal education. So we have to take a step back. We actually took a lot of time working with TESDA to come up with the modules for this. Modules that would be appropriate for these women and modules that really go to their needs. So what are their needs? One of the most basic really is the financial literacy. They don't think of reinvesting. So the financial literacy aspect was very important for us to integrate it, but of course in a way that is appropriate to them and that they can understand.
For Rafael Lopa, Executive Director of the Philippine Business for Social Progress, initiatives such as the 5x20 STAR program really favor women in Philippine society, as these programs directly contribute to the improvement of their living conditions, thus reducing poverty in a systemic way through sustainable business solutions.
I think women have really become more empowered and really have shown that they are major contributors of society. And recognizing that there are several initiatives that actually get women more involved. I think we have probably one of the more vibrant microfinance sector in the world. And these are the women that put up sari-sari stores, do market vending. They're the ones that really make sure that money flows into the household and is able to feed our children and bring our kids to school. And therefore, that power is huge. And to the extent we can actually create opportunities for these women that are really more entrepreneurial than the men, this can really save a lot of lives and actually create a lot of opportunities for our people.
Addressing social and economic issues is no easy task. But through partnerships with the national government and non-government organizations and other members of the private sector,
may isang sari-sari store owner na kumikita dati ng 800 piso kada araw. Ngayon, 4,000 piso na ang kita niya.
a synergy is made that in turn contributes to a thriving society, further improving the quality of life.
When you talk about these big social issues, you can't do it by yourself. I think that's one of the learnings that we have. We have to work with government, we have to work with NGOs. In Coca-Cola, we have this idea of the Golden Triangle Partnership, meaning government, private sector, NGOs all working together. When you have that synergy, then things happen, then things actually work very well. So for example, for our STAR program in the Philippines, we work with TESDA. They provide the training to the women. We also partner with microfinancing institutions because we have found out that one of the barriers to these sari-sari store women in their success is their inability to get good loans. But when we work together, it's so much more scalable.
More than its commitment of helping the society thrive, the 5x20 STAR program also aims to inspire other members of the private sector to also take and create an initiative that will help address or reduce poverty-related issues that society faces today.
When Typhoon Haiyan hit Tacloban, and it not only destroyed the economy there, and the sari-sari stores there were most of them were really destroyed. So we actually did a partnership with USAID and another company to provide not just to rebuild the sari-sari stores, but to also provide the initial stock. So we want to inspire. At the same time, we actually even partner because we believe that this idea of shared value, this idea of the Golden Triangle Partnership is something that other companies can replicate. In other words, we're not selfish about this. We want other companies to do this as well.
With its current success, the 5x20 STAR program has already been recognized by the ASEAN and the Harvard Kennedy School for its commitment in tackling one of the world's development challenges. But for Adel Tamano, there is still more work and societal and economic issues to be addressed.
What we're doing is shared value in action. No? So it used to be the Millennium Development Goals when we talked about women's empowerment. Now it's 17 Sustainable Development Goals of the UN. And what we are trying to do in Coca-Cola is that through our shared value approach, it's a sustainable approach. We want to also be part of the solution to addressing these great social problems that we have on poverty, on inequality, on the environment. It's so deeply linked, no? Good business and building the communities.
Napakahirap talaga ang pinagkunan namin ng tubig. Isang oras halos kami makakuha ng tubig doon sa kinukunan namin na source.
They decided to go with the ramp pump as in helping to provide water to waterless and water poor communities in the Philippines.